It's the end of week 7 on Mounjaro, and I don't know, just life's kind of got in the way a little bit, and it is 2 days after my weigh-in, so I haven't been able to do, I wasn't able to do an update video on the day, but I finally got a few minutes to record something, and I've lost 3 pounds this week, which was a little bit unexpected coming up after Christmas. And as I said, life's kind of been getting in the way a little bit of doing all the healthy Mounjaro-y, diety kind of things that I have been doing. But yeah, I'm still able to lose weight, and that takes me up to 23 pounds lost in 7 weeks, which I'm really pleased with that. And I've got my eye on, like 5 more pounds, and that'll be 2 stone. So if I'm able to do that over the next few weeks, that'll basically be 2 stone in just over 2 months. I've got to admit, I've not been tracking this week either. I did my video last week and said how it had been Christmas and I hadn't been tracking stuff, and I'd kind of had a few treats, had some nice big dinners, but was going to get back on it this week. And it didn't happen. As I said, I've had to kind of be out. I don't think I've kind of exercised as much as I wanted to, but having a look back, I think last week I did around 17 kilometers running, maybe a little bit of walking here or there, but I just didn't really have the time to do that. And this week, I'm not sure how many runs and stuff I'm gonna get into either. But it doesn't have to be a negative. I think things like that happen. It's been school holidays. Haven't had that kind of structure that I'd normally have, but I've been sticking to certain things. I've kind of still probably been eating the same stuff, even though I've not been tracking it. I'm still having my Weetabix for breakfast, having my cheese and salmon, light cheese and salmon bagels for lunch, and just having a normal dinner without going overboard. So that's probably why I've still been able to lose weight, even though I haven't been racking up all the points. So what have I been doing right? 1, not eating shit, so still keeping off that chocolate. And I think one of the big things actually when I have been tracking is probably how much oil I used in food before. Even if it was olive oil, which is kind of meant to be healthy, you see how much is in a tablespoon of olive oil that you'd be using for cooking, and replace that with a fry light, and you're going to be saving yourself a couple of 100 calories on a meal, or even more if you're kind of dousing it over a healthy salad. So removing the oil and not eating as I said, shit, that helps. Next up is just keep moving. As I said, I haven't been able to do the runs this week as much as I'd really want to be doing, but I've been keeping moving, getting those steps up, and just trying to be a little bit active, even if it is just kind of making sure I'm not just sitting on the sofa, and maybe I'm kind of like going upstairs and buzzing around and getting bits and bobs done. So get moving, because those extra steps do help. I'm not feeling guilty because I can see the results, not only on the scales, but actually went into the shops, got a few tops on sale, and I've previously been wearing XXL t-shirts and shirts, and I was able to buy an XL shirt and an XL t-shirt to wear that were reduced, because that's the kind of guy I am. But I was just happy to be able to kind of fit into what I would class as kind of like my normal size clothes, and hopefully that can keep changing. So I haven't been measuring my dimensions or my waistband. I have just been weighing myself, so it's nice to see an actual physical change on my body with those clothing. And then also in my last video, I went for a New Year's Eve not New Year's Eve, New Year's Day park run, and that was great fun. It was nice not to have kind of like been aching or hurting when I'm doing a faster paced 5k, and when I think to, you know, being over 20 pounds lighter than probably when I last did a park run. I did one in the summer, probably like, yeah, a couple of months before starting Manjaro, so that's when I would have been around 17 stone, and yeah, it was okay, but can't imagine how easy it is to not be lugging around 20 plus pounds. So that's another kind of benefit I've seen. I'm not down to my you know, my kind of like past PB 5k times, but I guess, you know, they're like over 5 years ago now, and hey, age is probably going to have a little bit of an impact on my performance anyway. So I'm kind of, it's encouraging that I'm kind of able to lose a little bit of weight, but see that reflected on my running. In a couple of weeks' time, I've got a 10-mile race, and I haven't done that distance for a little while. I did tell a lie. I did some 15k runs, yeah, a month or two ago, but my runs, as I said, I haven't had as much time, so I've been kind of limiting the distance I've been able to run. Maybe that 8k. So yeah, got a little bit more to get up to that 10-mile, 16k distance. But let's see what impact that has, because again, I would have run that race this time last year, so it'll be good to compare the times and see how things are. So roll on next week, which will have seen me on Manjaro for 8 weeks. It's also going to be the first time that I move up to the 7.5 milligram Manjaro jab, so I'll be taking it on that day. So in 2 weeks' time, I'll be able to report back on any side effects I've had. Talking of side effects, I have had one these past 2 weeks, which I don't know if I really want to talk about or not, but I actually changed my injection site. So I've been injecting into my belly, and I thought, I'll switch it up, and I've been putting it in my arm. I've done it for 2 weeks. I've put it in the back of my arm. I feel like the Manjaro has been working better, which is great, because I think the initially when I was on the 5 milligram, it didn't feel like it was working as well, but it has been working. But it has given me a little upset stomach a couple of times. Now, whether that's to do with eating slightly different foods, as I said, it's been Christmas, so there's been kind of like probably slightly richer foods, and maybe me eating a little bit more. Whether that's an impact, or whether it is the change in site location for me taking the dosage, just not 100% sure. But I thought, I've been trying to save all kind of side effects, and that's the only one I've had, but that could just be the food. So let's see how the next week goes. I'm probably going to return to doing a jab in my stomach, and I'll see if that changes things. So that's me and my Manjaro update this week. I said 23 pounds lost in 7 weeks, so that's great. If you're thinking about getting started and you think I might be able to answer any questions, then do so. But obviously all the professional stuff is on the websites. I use a company called MedExpress for my jabs. There's information in the comments about it below, but they have got guides, information, how much it will cost, how long you have to do it, how you have to kind of get the prescription and things like that. So honestly, yeah, do your research. I'm enjoying it. It's not for everyone, but yeah, if you want to know more, then yeah, check out the links. Right, see ya.